Are you a Fenrir?
You must be Gamlen's niece. Interesting. I don't know what he told you about us, but he certainly told us a great deal about you.
He didn't say anything about me, did he?
Enough to pique our interest, provided you can justify your uncle's confidence.
I'd like to know more about what we'd be doing for you.
I can be honest. We don't compete with the Thieves Guild, but we keep our fingers in a lot of pots. That said, we're not killers or slavers. Anything short of that, however, is fair game.
Do what you want, but this sounds fishy to me. We can't afford to be choosy.
I'll find some other way into the city. Mirren?
And you must be Hawk. Nice. Your uncle talked up a storm about you. He better not be blowing more smoke out his arse.
I'd like to know more about you first.
Right. You're not a marcher like your uncle. The Red Iron is well known in these parts. We pick who we work for and keep our noses clean. But anyone screws with us, we mess them up. Makes sense.
Makes sense. I never pictured myself as the mercenary type.
I'm ready to prove myself.
Noble bastard named Friedrich is here in the gallows. Gave us bad info. Almost killed my men. Now he's hiding out here, waiting for a ship. He sees us coming, he'll run for sure. But he doesn't know you. Go kill him and his men. We'll make sure no one asks why.
Have you checked the courtyard again?
He's still out there, but he's alone. And he's not making a move.
I don't trust this. What will we do when the ship comes? Wait, who are you? I demand to know what you're doing here.
I want to hear what you have to say before I decide anything.
Mirren sent them.
I'm not an idiot. I could have figured that out for myself. Look, you. I don't know what that pissant thug is paying you, but I'll double it. Just let us go.
I might change my mind, if I knew how you wronged the Red Iron.
Ugh, those fools take everything so personally. So I told Lord Asherall they were coming. It was business. I was perfectly willing to give the Red Iron a share, or all of it. I could give it to you as well. Just let me go.
Make it worth my time, and I'll let you go.
Oh, thank the Maker.
Wasn't that coin supposed to be paying us to keep your hide safe?
If you want to fight them, be my guest.
Here we go! That's the last of them. More coming! Bad luck with her skill. Change your mind? Or no?
Tell me what you need done.
There's a merchant named Cavril, friend of the Templars, so they let him set up his little shop here in the Gallows. We supplied him in return for a piece of the take, but now he won't pay up. We can't go near him without him screaming for the guard, but you can. Get our money from him and you're in.
I've already told you, I can't give you any more for them.
But that was everything we have. It's all we brought with us.
And I feel for you, Sarah, but it's the best I can do.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron?
Your business is done.
But...
Now then, what can I do for you, Sarah?
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city. So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am the lucky man.
You mean you paid your own bribes to be here?
If they allowed everyone to set up shop, this place would turn into a bazaar. Sadly, there's only so much I can do for those Fereldans. Poor sods.
I'm sure you're very broken up over it.
I meant you. Folks like yourself.
She didn't seem very happy with the deal you made.
What am I supposed to do? Buy every piece of furniture these people dragged with them?
I'm sure they'd rather not sell what little they have left.
My point is that I'm running a business, not a charitable order. I'm sorry.
I imagine the profits help with the guilt.
I believe you owe your business partners something.
Oh, I see.
Should I go tell the guards?
Not just yet. I want to hear this. So, Ethenril sent you to collect, did she? Too cowardly to do it herself.
Care to step in here?
Only because this toad deserves it. You have a choice. Pay, or I beat it out of you, and your men.
Hey!
Stay back. Just... take what's in the chest. Take it all. Now I'm getting out of here. Let those guards find someone else to buy Dogland junk.
Done. Here you go, as requested.
Will you look at that? Tell your uncle we'll make the arrangements. Welcome aboard.
Any luck?
Yes, they've agreed to help us.
I'll speak to Ethenril and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
Then we made it. The voyage is over.
No more running for our lives unless we really have to.
If only Carver were here with us. And Wesley.
Let's just see what happens. We have a long year ahead of us.
Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall. Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the Blight. But Lothering was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now. So she remained, paying off her debt. Made a name for herself in the underworld. It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Kunari landed. A great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages. The Templars had become very powerful, under Knight Commander Meredith. But, most importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
No! Andraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
But we heard you're going into the deep roads. Surely you'll need all the help you can...
No! You're too late. Already done. This is a sort of venture that can make a man for life. I'm not about to take any chances hiring random humans.
We've fought and killed Darkspawn. How many of your hired men can say the same?
Get in line, human. Half of Kirkwall wants to be my best friend right now. You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
What are we supposed to do now? We've got nothing to stop the next person who tries to sell us out. This expedition was our last chance.
We've made a name for ourselves this last year. We'll find something.
We have to. We need coin, status, something we can hide behind. As long as we're just refugees, we're no one. Maybe Gamlen knows someone who can talk to Bartram for us.
Our uncle's not exactly the most reliable tool in the shed.
He's all we've got. Make us save us. We might as well ask. Otherwise, I don't know what we'll do.
Hey!
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work. Off you go. How do you do? Varric Tethras, at your service. I apologize for Bartrand. He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would.
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
You're part of Bartrand's venture.
That's right. The deep roads wouldn't normally be my thing, but I can't allow the head of our family to go down there alone. So as you might imagine, I have more than a passing interest in this expedition's success.
What makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary. You've made quite the name for yourself over the last year. The Coterie has been squeezing smugglers out left and right, and the only group to survive owes it all to you two. The name Hawk is on many lips these days. Not bad for a Ferelden fresh off the boat.
You must have heard of my sister as well, then.
Only a little. She is certainly welcome to come, but I'll leave that up to you.
Frankly, I'd rather you take the credit.
Madam, your secrets are safe with me.
Find out what he's offering. We need a way into this expedition.
There must be some way to persuade your brother to hire us on.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns and he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch for you.
Your brother doesn't seem like the sort who's willing to split profits.
My brother is many things, but he is not stupid. Far better to share the profits than be trapped in a tide with 1,000 darkspawn between you and the exit. Trust me, he'll come around.
It sounds interesting. But if I had any gold, I wouldn't need this job.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
It won't be easy, but it's a chance. I think we have to take it. Better to work our way into this expedition than sit around waiting to be thrown in the gallows.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
What makes you so certain you'll be useful to me?
I know everyone in this city worth knowing. I can help you find the jobs you need, and if you don't need me for that, there's always Bianca.
You named your crossbow.
And why not? She's a beauty. Isn't that right, sweetheart?
It's not like I had anything better planned.
Perfect. Kirkwall's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job and you'll have the money in no time.
Maybe Aveline can find us some work. She's got a position with the city guard now.
We should talk privately when you get the chance. In the Hanged Man, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you. Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up. Ah, Hightown, where the rich go to piss their money away. This really is the best place in Kirkwall.
You won't find better prices.
Hawk, long time no see, my friend.
Worthy! When did you get back into town?
Oh, just a month or so ago. Things didn't work out in Orzammar. You aren't still working for Athenril, are you? Your year must be up by now.
Yes, I'm done with that.
Good for you. Always nice to see someone striking out on their own. I'll tell you what. I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you. Take care, Hawk. Don't get dead.
You don't seem to like your role very much.
And here I thought it took blood magic to read minds.
I had a 20... Carver. He used to nail my braid to the bed while I was sleeping. I never thought I'd miss him this much.
Sorry about your brother. Hey, you want mine? I got a spare.
Kirk.
Sebastian! Stop this madness. The Chantry cannot condone revenge, Sebastian.
It is my right, my duty, to show these assassins there is nowhere in the Free Marches to hide.
This is murder.
No. What happened to my family was murder.
Vivian will be devastated if I don't find Tabby.
Screams nothing fun ever happens here.
How much longer do I have to wait? Good day.
Aveline!
Hello, Hawk.
Been a while, hasn't it?
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
You know I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, well, you're no child, but I take care of my friends. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
Still having trouble? I thought you were past all that.
Lately, I don't know. I've been pushed out to some dead patrols. Maybe I stepped on someone's toes.
You can be forceful.
My charm, right? I should be able to go where I'm needed. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
The Blight is over. You could go back to Lothering.
That wasn't home for me. It was just where the Horde pressed us. It wasn't the first village I saw fall. But you don't get used to people losing everything.
I'd been away already. I don't know if I'd still call it home.
Sometimes the best thing about a place is that it's where you're from.
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity, if you're the type the locals want.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
It's been a year settling in. Are you all right?
You don't need to coddle me. I am where I am. How close I hold my memories is my own business.
This must be a very different pace from serving King Kalen.
I love that life. But there's a new king for a new Ferelden. Seems cocksure, but I guess he was there when the Archdemon fell. Can't fault an active hand. It's just one more change, though. The real end for me was Ostagar.
You and Carver must have felt something similar. I don't know if that's right to say. I barely knew him.
Death on that scale certainly has a finality to it.
Sometimes I wonder.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing?
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
I'm no guard, Aveline.
There's only so many of us. Temporary recruits are expected time to time, as long as they're competent. You still claim to be competent, right?
Seems like you'd want to share this with your fellow guards.
I will, if you sit on your hands. I'll send my alerts, and someone else will lead a patrol. But there's profit and influence to be had. You're my friend, so I'm offering.
Aveline, you've got yourself a partner.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the Guard.
Good luck getting in. Good day, sir.
My. If it isn't Hawk.
Good to see you again, Elegant.
Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still in Athenral's employ. Things have been going well since then?
Could be better. Could be worse.
I often feel the same way. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Athenral. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
Gather round, all.
Hard to believe they left me nothing.
Well, Mother was pretty steamed when you ran off with your Ferelden apostate.
I'm still their daughter, their eldest. My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
This is the way things are, Mother. Gambling can't change it now.
Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Lancey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
Take me to the vault.
Can't. It's in the cellar of the estate. Someone else lives there now.
You didn't take your parents' will?
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
So, I hate thinking badly of family. But did Uncle Gamlen seem a little slippery when he talked about Grandfather's will? If he, say, invested money that was meant to be Mother's, do you think he would tell us?
I want what's ours.
Good. I'm glad we agree. Gamlen told me he gave the estate as payment to some slaver who beat him at dice. Apparently, our ancestral home is now a base for slavers from all over Thedas.
How could Gamlen let that happen?
I think there's a reason Mother didn't talk about him much. Seriously, though, those scum have no right to our family's things. We should break in there. Get the will for Mother. I already talked to both of them about this. Gamlen said they guard the front entrance well. But Mother gave me her old key. She said it should unlock the cellar. Apparently the sewers run right beneath the house.
Let's make this quick!
Rather be free down here, I guess. We made it.
Oh, shit's better.
Tom Wise?
Huh? Oh, Hawk. Haven't seen you since we did that job together for Athenril. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the Deep Roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
We can't all make a living in the Undercity.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? Athenril's scarce these days. And the coterie have their own mixers. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know. In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality. Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right?
Dogs.
How about you?
Going to have to do some shopping for elders.
To arms!
Don't you?
Looks like a fight! Be ready! Here! Come on! Now you fall!
Have mercy!
The Amel crest. Mother described... This is the first time I've seen it. Wouldn't it feel like something to live in a house with this above the door?
Let's make this quick! Let's finish this!
This one will fetch a handsome price!
Be careful! Watch your step!
Did that bastard gambler put you up to this? I knew
That
I
should do it.
slit his throat.
Follow my...
That's enough! You will fall! You! Go down!
All set. Done.
Everything we want to know about our family is inside. This is it! Grandfather's will. Mother needs to see this as soon as possible.
I still want to look around.
All right, but hurry.
Ferelden in the guard. What will they think of next?
You have a problem with that?
Me? My family's not native either. I'm just surprised. A lot of old prejudice in the guard.
I'll give them plenty of reason to change their minds.
You know, it's possible they're just scared shitless of you. That's my theory, anyway.
More.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
We found the will.
He forgave you, Mother. Grandfather left you everything. Here, read it.
I should... maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
We have a home, Mother. A real home.
They forgave me. Mother forgave me. But... Gamlen, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
I doubt you let the ashes get cold.
I took care of Father. I stayed. And on his deathbed, all he could talk about was Leandra. Look, sister, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can do to get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make her willing. You'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
Why don't you go pick up something at the market? You could use some air.
What? Hey!
I can't believe Gamlin stole Mother's entire inheritance. I mean, I can believe it. That's the worst part. I could never turn against my own sister like that.
You're a better person than Gamlin could ever be.
Well, hopefully we'll be out of here soon. You know, when we went to look for that will, I thought we were doing it for Mother, for what she lost. I didn't realize how much it would mean to me. To know I had grandparents who didn't hate me.
I wish they had lived long enough to see us come home.
Home. That's what it is, isn't it? I like saying that. We're not running away again. We're coming home.
What do you mean, running away again?
Did you think I don't know? How often we had to move because the Templars were coming. I know how much you all sacrificed to protect me. But we're at the end of the line now. There's nowhere left to run. And there's something almost comforting in that.
Why did Mother and Father work so hard to keep you from the Circle? Would it have been so bad?
I guess at first, I was just a little girl. They didn't want to lose me. And once I had learned anything, what would the Templars do to an active apostate, not just a mage-blood child? It changed their lives, your life, Carver's, all because of who I am. Sometimes I wonder if it would have been so bad to be with my own kind, to serve the Chantry as Andraste demands.
Let's see if Mother gets us that mansion. I don't want to call anywhere Uncle Gamlin is home.
Has he moved that bowl of porridge since we've been here? It's been a year. I can't even remember what it was like to have a place of our own. I might even take the Circle if they'll give me a clean bed and my own sheets.
I found this when we were at the estate. I thought you should have it.
Is it? I think this is Mother's betrothal portrait from when she was supposed to marry the Comte. Look! You can see the ring.
I suppose it would have been a bit awkward to take it with her.
I know she loved Father. I guess I just wondered if she'd have been happier if he hadn't been a mage. If I wasn't a mage. I know that made it hard for Mother. It's nice to have a reminder of a time when she still knew how to smile.
When I told your grandmother I was marrying your father, she threatened to disown me. She said my children would be mongrels. My father wanted to lock me in, but she told him it's her life, let her ruin it. I wrote to her when each of you were born. She never wrote back. I'm glad she didn't die hating me.
Grandmother didn't want you to leave. She tried holding on to you the only way she knew.
She would have been so proud of you. You're everything she wanted in an Amel grandchild. She might have had a hard time accepting it at first, but she would have loved you, all three of you. Carver. He was such a little boy. Never had a knee that wasn't scraped or trousers without holes.
The last thing Carver would want is more crying.
I just keep thinking there's something we could have done. It's killing me. I remember that awful creature reaching down and 18 years of loving and feeding and raising, and that was it.
Blame the Darkspawn, not yourself.
The ogre would have been happy with any prey. It was my fault it was Carver. I miss him. There were 4 of us when the Blight began. It will never be over while there are just 3. I've written to the Viscount. I've an audience for after Bartrand's expedition leaves. I couldn't do anything for Carver, but with luck, I can at least give us a home.
Do you ever in Orzammar?
Great ancestors, no. You know what Orzammar is? It's cramped tunnels filled with thug shit and body odor. And it... He's better than you because his great... great-great-grandfather. Water farm or something.
Shovel.
I have a good imagination. Why would I waste it on that?
So, someone dropped off a message for you. It's on the desk.
Not that he didn't do his best to try and read it first.
I thought there might be something... dangerous in there.
Gamlen.
Maker's breath, you get more letters than I do. There's another.
You've been wasting my time, Varric. It stops now.
Seeker, you wound me.
The champion nearly starts a war, and you're all too happy to bury it beneath your words. You will tell me about the Qunari.
Well, there's so much to tell. Why jump ahead?
We had Orlesians threatening sanctions of every kind and measure. What happened at Chateau Hain? What happened with Talis?
You've heard about her?
We had someone there, but they lacked your access. Whatever Talis was to the champion, it seems like it angered a nation.
Thousands of lives were at stake, Seeker.
Perhaps one still is.
Nicely non-specific. All right, let me set the scene. An ambush, an invitation, a hunting party. All because of Talis.
And of course, there's no one.
All I know is it had something to do with you and nobles. Edge is usually very reliable.
Reliable at leading us into an ambush, you mean?
Why? It's not always an ambush. All right. Maybe sometimes it's an ambush.
And there she is. Today you die, pretty one. Oh! Kill her! Kill all of them!
Well, what are you waiting for?
To all the blazes! Ha! Get back!
You are not enough!
Sloppy. You'd think the crows would be better at this. They've been doing it for ages.
Interesting entrance. You have some fine moves.
I do, don't I? My name is Talus, and I've been looking for you.
Looking for me?
Looking for the woman who has an invitation to Chateau Haine, to be specific.
Oh, that's what Edge was on about. Don't you remember? You said your mother received some letter from an Orlesian duke.
That would have been for Lord and Lady Amel. They'd expect nobility.
That would be Duke Prosper de Montfort, member of the Orlesian aristocracy, and a man who hosts a fine salon. Or so I hear.
Let me guess, this isn't just a social call?
I need to relieve him of something he has no right to possess. And I can't do it alone.
You want us to be thieves?
Well, stealing from Orlesians is never wrong. Or so I've been told.
This isn't how I was planning to ask you this. I was picturing an introduction with less blood.
What makes you think I steal things just because people ask me to?
I may have talked you up a bit. Maybe more than once.
Oh, Varric.
What? It's not like I'm exaggerating. Much.
All I've heard is that you get things done. I'm hoping that's true.
I imagine if we did this, it'd be together, wouldn't it?
That's the idea. Or did you have something else in mind?
I just think we should get to know one another.
I think I'd like that.
So tell me, what exactly is it you want to steal?
A jewel. The Duke thinks it's valuable, and it is. Just not in the way he believes. What's more, he shouldn't have it in the first place. He who wishes to walk on water must first learn to swim. Come with me to Chateau Haine. I'll explain everything on the way. If nothing else, you get fine wine and fancy company. But I hope you want more than that.
I don't like the sound of this, Hawk.
You think it's a trap? Or you don't want to steal from a nobleman?
I don't think we should be breaking laws for someone we just met.
Should I stand farther away? Maybe plug my ears? We'll head out when you're ready, and I'll... The jewel we're after is called the Heart of the Many.
Interesting name.
Interesting jewel. All I care about is getting it away from the Duke. Here's the problem. The heart is in a vault, behind who knows what kind of traps, protected by a private army of Orlesian chevaliers, all inside a fortress that was designed to be impregnable. And let's not forget, it's on the side of a mountain, in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by monsters.
Andrastes, dears Prosper, when is this going to get started?
Presently. All right, everyone? You'll know the tradition, yes? The first to find and slay a wyvern wins the honors of the evening. And bragging rights, of course. Good luck to you all.
Lovely day for a hunt, don't you agree? Very outdoorsy.
Ah, Mistress Hawk. Let them pass. They are here as my guests. Please excuse Kahir. A polite bodyguard is a contradiction in terms, or so I am told.
A chastened? Here?
Oh yes, you are Ferelden, aren't you? You would know these people.
They traded in Lothering sometimes. My family never had a problem with them.
See that, Kahir? Now you have someone to speak to. He's so very chatty, let me tell you. And who is this lovely specimen?
You flatter me, Your Grace.
And the beauty doesn't stop there. Are all you ladies hunting? How marvelous. I must say, your presence is a surprise. The Amels were friends of my mother's, but we haven't seen your family at a hunt for ages.
I was more interested in meeting the Duc de Montfort in person.
Then I am a lucky man indeed. At any rate, I won't keep you from the hunt. Wouldn't want you to fall behind the others, yes?
It will be an interesting diversion, I'm sure.
Good luck to you, my lady. Remember, fortune favors the bold.
You have come a long way to join our Duke, Sirrah. You'll pardon me for saying that you do not seem like a hunter. A word of caution since you are new to this. Wyverns spit venom. Their victims suffer terrible pain before they die.
I have no doubt this will be a challenge, but I'm sure it's a worthy one.
May Andraste keep you safe. If you fail to avoid the venom completely, there are treatments. A distillation of herbs, equal parts Drakevein, Andraste's mantle, and winterberry can counteract the poison. May the Maker's luck grace your hunt. Be safe, Sirrah.
Please return to the other guests.
I'm afraid I can't.
We get this over with, we get into the keep.
And that's where the jewel is?
That's where the jewel is.
Now we fight!
Get back!
Stand down! I'm losing ground. Take this!
That wasn't the target.
Do dragons and wyverns even mix? I don't think so.
So if we drop part of this in the right spot, we might lure a wyvern out to protect its territory.
Good thought. Do that.
Is that a proposal?
Just wondering if there's a husband behind the throne.
Last I checked, no.
And creepy.
I told you not to mess around with it.
Let's make this quick!
You'll be sorry you did.
Well, this is just peachy.
Make her take you.
That altar is very old and creepy. I wouldn't touch it.
To
I
arms!
told you not to mess
You are not. There! Your will rule! Go down!
That altar is very old and creepy. I wouldn't touch it.
Here we go.
Not to mess up.
You whip. Oh. How about you? I'll deal with it. Now you fall.
Better. A lot of blood. Would that be prey or from a wyvern itself?
I've heard they fight for dominance. Can't be gentle.
Maybe we can use some to draw out rivals. Added to what we have already, is it enough to draw one out of hiding?
I'd say so. A little one. Probably all we need. In the right spot, no doubt.
Sylvain! Here, boys! Have you seen a pair of coursers? I've been calling and calling, but it is no use. Nicodemus should know better. But Sylvain never had an ounce of sense in his head.
Just so you're aware, I have no idea what you're talking about. But feel free to keep rambling.
Fereldans. I've lost my dogs, of course. They took off after a stag, and the Maker only knows where they've gotten to now. Please, you must help me find them.
If I see your dogs, I'll let you know.
May Andraste guide you. Nicodemus! Blood of
Foolish hound, get back here. I am told wyverns roost in the trees. Perhaps if we shake them.
What do they do with the wyverns once they get them mad? Just ignore them.
Do we really wish to draw such a creature to us? You'd think none of them had ever been on a hunt before.
I think we found something. We've a hint of the beast! After it!
There is something in there. A nest, perhaps.
You go through me before I'll deal with this.
What in Andraste's name were those?
Ghasts. Cave creatures. They don't come out on the surface much.
Lucky us.
So cold. Oh, blessed Andraste, thank you. I thought I'd die out here. I've been trapped here since last night.
I know I'm going to regret this, but why are you standing out here in your small clothes?
Ghasts were chasing me. I thought I could leave false trails. The truth told, I'm not looking for the Wyvern. I'm a scholar from Cumberland, researching an Avar cult that once lived here. They worship the Lady of the Skies to the exclusion of all other gods. I'm searching for their shrine.
I think I've been to your shrine. There were nothing but angry spirits at the site.
Nothing else. Pity. I had hoped. Ah, well. Rumors say they were driven from their last refuge. They left a great treasure in the goddess's keeping. But the mountain has defeated me. Please, take my research and see if you can do anything with it. I will try to make it back to camp. Good luck to you, Sarah.
Never seen anything like these wizards before. Are they related to dragons?
The sooner we get the hunt over with, the sooner we'll be at the chateau to finish this.
Interesting.
Is that wyverns mating?
Could we mimic that?
No. Oh, the sound. Right, yes. I can try that. Fare ye well, mighty hunter. That must be the altar that weird old guy mentioned. What does no one say?
Waste of time.
Never mind this lot.
Just how long has this wyvern hunt been going on?
It's an annual tradition the mall for. They breed quickly.
It looks like something big came through here.
There you go, Hawk. It seems we're on the trail.
Too bad the trail isn't upwind. Ah, everything the old Huntmaster said we needed for an antidote.
I don't think there's enough for a person, though. Maybe we can find a use for it. Look, I think he wants us to follow him. We're getting closer.
Looking for clues.
Oh, for Andraste's sake. You didn't do that on purpose, did you?
Ooh, nug bones. I wonder if a nug call would help attract a wyvern.
You know a nug call?
You go elbow deep in wyvern shit, and I'm the weird one?
Disgusting.
Well, the trail suggests wyverns just love this place to bits. If we were going to find one, it'd be here.
Guests. From a hole.
Hey.
Get ready!
Bloody things.
I think that's the last of them. For now.
How many are there usually?
A gasling nest can often be 100 or more. Just be thankful we're not underground. Wyvern poison. I'm almost certain. Poor thing.
Here's a use for that antidote we made.
Who's a cute puppy?
I suppose we can't keep him, can we?
His owner is probably waiting back at camp.
I'm in your debt, madame. Please accept this with my thanks.
My mother's family is from Kirkwall. We left for Eldon during the Blight.
Makes sense. Did you know the Warden?
No. Someone told me he even came to Lothering, but if so, I never saw him.
Oh, a wyvern kill. Some kind of holla or something.
We must have enough to bait a trap now.
Let's head to that spot we found.
Here we go!
Big hat. Empty hole. Right.
So this is what life could have been if Father hadn't been exiled. Fancy. I wonder if I would have liked it.
Right. You were born in Orlais, Lady Dulac.
It sounds so ridiculous. They're not all like this. I wouldn't be. Father wasn't. I suppose that was the problem.
I think this would be the place to find a wyvern. And room enough to kill the thing without getting sat on. They're not stupid, though. We'll need some really good bait.
Lay it all out. I'm bringing the Duke a trophy to talk about.
Yes! I mean, if you're sure. Let's get to it. We've a lot of stuff to lay out, for starters. Right, now the blood. What? The prey needs to be moving, doesn't it? Okay, I'll do the sound. You get ready. Don't look at me while I do this.
Was that good?
You want to do it? Didn't think so.
There it is.
These things spit poison.
I'll deal with it. Make it good. I need a hand. I can't take much more of this. Stand back! You lose me. There! I'll deal with this. deal with this. Nicely done.
Well, if it isn't the Ferelden turnip. I don't know how you came to rub shoulders with your betters, but enough is quite enough. I suggest you run along with your servants while you have the chance. This wyvern was mine to kill, not yours. Mine! 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 I paid good coin to be the one who wins this contest. It was my turn!
You had your chance, Orlesian, and you failed.
You dare talk to me in such a fashion?
You do realize this woman has nasty little thugs like you for breakfast, I hope?
More insolence! From a knife ear this time! I can't take no more of this. Kill them all! We can't say the Wyvern was too much for them.
Let's make this quick! You go through me before anyone else.
Now, what is going on here?
Prosper! This blasted she-bitch tried to steal my rightful kill.
Now, is that any way to speak of our Theraldon guest, Baron?
This is your fault for inviting a stinking turnip in the first place. Your mother would be ashamed.
Says the man whose mother has slept with half of Valchevin. My apologies. Arlange has always been a cheat. What would you have done with him?
You're not suggesting...
Why not? You believe Arlange would have stopped short of murder, given the chance?
I've no interest in more bloodshed.
You hear that, Arlange? It behooves you to leave while you still can.
Fine. I will go.
Congratulations on finding the Wyvern. It looks like a fine one indeed. There will be a celebration in the chateau courtyard. Do attend when you're ready.
You let him go? That was... very merciful.
We only slaughter 90% of the things we meet.
We should go to the chateau. Time to practice your table conversation. Right. Done with the wyverns. And various nonsense. Back to the chateau?
We're here for a reason. Let's take care of it.
I'm with you. I had a quick look around. There's one door into the castle that isn't under heavy guard.
And?
I can't get it open. And believe me, I tried. Bent a nice set of lockpicks in that stupid door. One of the Duke's guardsmen must have the key. They wouldn't just lock themselves out of the castle. I hope.
Why else would the party be in the garden? He probably has someone breaking a window right now.
I could make that work, actually. But in the meantime, let's find someone with a key.
If you're set on this, we need to split up. Any competent guard will be suspicious of a big group.
Talus and I will look for the key. Get out of sight and watch for chevaliers or guards.
Let's see what we can find out. Come on.
Your Grace, this is the event of the season.
You have truly outdone yourself this time, Prosper.
Ah, at last our mighty heroine. Lady Hawke of Kirkwall has slain the first Wyvern. The honors of the day go to her. To hunt the Wyvern on its own ground is to tempt fate. A terrible risk. But the prize... I present to you this belt crafted of fine Wyvern skin. Wear it well and accept the accolades you're due.
Thank you, Duke Prosper. I'm proud to be here.
Your humility, my dear Hawke, does you great credit. Do not mind Leopold. My pet is always so temperamental before dinner.
I don't suppose Leopold knows how to fetch or play dead.
Alas, he seems to think it's our duty to amuse him. My friends,
I officially welcome you all to Chateau Hain. Enjoy a taste of Orlesian hospitality.
I need another glass of wine.
Would be a gold sovereign.
It's not. It's a caprice. Mother used to have a set of them when I was a child. You collect them from everyone you know, then cast them in the fountain and make a wish. It's an Orlesian high society game.
From the looks of this crowd, I guess nobody is in a wishing sort of mood.
Aren't you Leandra Amel's daughter? I heard you were living with your uncle. How is your dear mother?
I didn't think she had any friends who still lived in Kirkwall.
No? That is a terrible shame. I have not seen dear Leandra in many years. I miss her so.
I'm sure she'll be glad you asked after her health.
I'm sure she will.
The hunt was spectacular, was it not?
The hunt was exciting, wasn't it?
I didn't have the pleasure of seeing much, but I heard it was quite the event. You sound Ferelden. It's good to see another countryman here. There's Perrin, but he's peculiar.
Who is this woman, Tegan?
I'm very sorry, but I didn't get your name.
Hawk. Tegan, I must speak with you right now about the horrible thing Dulce de Lancey said.
Of course. Please, excuse me, Messer Hawk. A pleasure to meet you. If you speak to Ban Perrin, I don't advise you to bring up the Chantry, or knickers.
You did well, Sirrah. Perhaps there is
Please, make yourself at home.
Mother used to love these coins. She never got to bring hers to the fountain.
Why not?
You don't get invited to fancy Orlesian parties when you marry an apostate.
Can I help you?
I just tried one of the canapes and it was raw in the middle. Someone must alert the kitchen.
I don't wish to speak ill of anyone, but they were also over-seasoned. I pray no one else has tasted one, or the scandal.
Nutmeg. It ruins even the best cook.
There's no need for such drama. Come with me. I will see what I can do.
Leave him to me. A few moments alone, and I can get us the key to the chateau.
My, what a big sword you have. Do they give those to all the chevaliers? So impressive.
Lovely party. Well?
He doesn't have it.
What?
He forgot he'd given the key to one of the servants. What kind of guard forgets that he's locked himself out of the castle?
We'll go out there and mingle until we find a way in. Or get so full of caviar and wine we fall asleep.
Right. Nothing to worry about. This can still work. So let's find the servant. How many could there be?
Well, he is Orlesian.
I'm trying to stay positive, you know.
Another caprice. How many of these are there, I wonder?
Have we met, Sirrah? You look familiar.
Seneschal, dear, introduce me to your delicious friend.
I'm afraid we haven't been introduced.
My name is Hawk. My mother was the Amel family's oldest daughter.
Of course. I heard that Lord Amel's errant daughter returned to Kirkwall with her children recently.
So you're new in town. Why don't you come to the Rose sometime, and I'll show you around.
Awkward. So, can we talk about something else now?
It's been delightful meeting both of you.
Don't be a stranger.
Put what you found to good use. I've discovered more social interests.
Pardon me, Sir Guard, but could we have a moment of your time?
Anything for the Duke's honored guests.
I've just encountered some Ferelden band wearing the same outfit as me. I need to change immediately.
Her ladyship cannot be seen like this. It would be an insult to two nations. There could be riots, wars!
A matter of social life or death. Get me into the castle now.
I can see this is a matter of utmost importance, but I'm afraid I do not have the power to help you.
An excellent party, I'm sure.
I don't think I can do that.
Give dear Leandra my best.
Sir Hawk, I didn't think you were going to attend.
Honestly, I didn't plan on it either, but here I am.
I'm glad you came. Otherwise I'd be talking to the Delanceys. All the soap in Thedas couldn't make me clean after that. What do you think of the party so far?
I get the feeling that everyone here is a moment away from tearing each other apart.
Don't get between the Comtesse Delancey and the wine, or we will certainly see bloodshed.
We should probably go mingle a bit more.
Of course. We'll speak later, Lady Elegant.
Stand back.
Where people can hear them.
Can I interest you in some Antivan olives? Or I have some smoked ham from the Androfels. They say it tastes of despair.
Wait, does it really? How can ham taste like despair? Why would anyone eat it if it did?
That's what the importer said. They all talk like that. This wine has notes of oak and springtime. This cheese tastes of sorrow.
Who needs more despair in their diet? What is that good for?
I've heard that artists are fond of it.
I don't suppose we could have a peek at the kitchens. I'd love to see this hopeless dish in all its glory.
I don't know. I shouldn't leave my post.
I Promise we won't tell a soul. Just a quick look.
I suppose I could get you a very quick look. The upstairs maids will be so jealous when they find out. Very well. Follow me.
I know, right? They treat you like part of the furniture. I'm surprised they don't sit on us.
Avoid the cheese plate. Terrible. Have you got the key?
I'm usually better at this. She didn't have the key either. This isn't supposed to be so complicated.
Maybe we could steal dessert spoons and start tunneling under the wall.
That's not terrible. Hang on to that idea. The servant says she gave it to the Duke's son, Lord Cyril. Let's find him and hope he didn't pass it on to his father. So, Lord Cyril.
I don't believe we have been introduced. Lady Amel, is it not?
It's Hawk, actually.
Oh, of course. I beg your pardon, Lady Hawk.
You sound Ferelden. I thought you were a marcher.
Please, take this caprice as a token of my sincere apology. It's our Legion custom. Cast it into the fountain here, and you might get a wish.
Where are your knickers this time, Perrin?
Shut up, you painted shrew!
What entertaining manners our guests have. Don't you agree, Hawk?
My friend here has been dying to speak with you privately. She's talked of nothing else.
For you, Hawk, of course.
No, I don't have the cheese tray. You're mistaking me for... I was hoping we could... Fine, I'll put that in the trash.
That wyvern blood has some kick, doesn't it?
This is officially my worst night ever.
Not Lord Cyril's type?
Maybe he just doesn't like elves. Or... women. Well, you've got one of those factors covered. He has the key. Go get it. What? It's your turn, Hawk. Go on.
This won't take long.
Just try not to make a mess of him, please? So good luck with that.
Thanks.
Tell the elf that her pleas are for nothing. She's pretty enough, I suppose. No doubt there are some men who would like that sort of thing.
You have it! Tell me you have it.
I have it.
Good, then we can find the... jewel and get this over with.
And here I thought we were getting along so well.
I can't imagine anyone I would rather attend an Orlesian party with, even if you are human. Let's find that door and get inside.
All set.
What in the name?
There's no need for you to die today, friend. Just move on. You never saw us. You could have walked away.
Is something wrong?
I didn't want to kill him.
I've seen you kill several men.
There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. Enough. We're here for the heart. I'd like to do this quietly, alert as few guards as possible. What do you think?
Let's do it quietly. We shouldn't get into fights if we don't have to.
I'm glad you agree. Let's go. This part of the chateau will be crawling with guards. We'll have to try our best to keep out of sight. Or we could try to create distractions, provided you're good at throwing stones.
And if all else fails, we'll give them a sharp knock on the head.
Right, of course. Just try not to do it all the time. All right, I'm ready when you are. Be quick, but careful.
I must be hearing things.
Did you hear about the Duke's meeting with the Empress?
I never listen to court gossip. That'll get you killed, my friend.
Can't speak now. I have too much to do preparing the banquet and Leopold's dinner. You don't want to see our wyvern go hungry. If you need something, ask one of the servants. Well, why are you still bothering me?
There's a problem in the courtyard. Something about a poisoned comtesse. The servants were looking for you.
A maker's breath. What have those useless elves done now? I suppose I'd better deal with this.
I think Leopold's going to be an unhappy wyvern after that.
A miniature painting. Bethany would love this.
Hours in this armor, a man's gonna pass out. That's my bloody story.
That should do it.
Be quick, but careful.
Is someone there? What was that?
You're making this more difficult than it has to be.
Is someone there? What was that scrabbling noise?
What does Babette want now?
Her tea was too cold.
Oh, of course. It's either too hot or too cold.
Or her bed's either too soft or too lumpy.
Nothing is ever just right with her. What a bitch.
Be quick, but careful.
It's no copper marigolds, but I think Aveline would want to see this. Freckles. I'm sure Sister would love it. I can't do that.
Try not to be seen.
An armor stand would serve with more distinction than you, maggots. This may be a garden party, but you will not be sipping tea drinks and mingling. This is war. These heartless slaves to fashion would wear your skin as a cravat if they could.
Done.
You're done. Every one of you will be prepared for battle. Do not relax for an instant.
You didn't try the cheese, did you?
Are you joking? It tastes of despair. I'm not a madman.
All set.
You dropped the pie.
I'm sorry, monsieur. It's all squashed and one of the hounds took a bite of it.
It's really not that bad. Just put it back on the plate and cover it up with some gravy.
Be quick, but careful. Quickly, over here.
What's the matter?
I don't want to talk about it. Let's simply find the jewel and be done with this.
Cursed rats. Oh, my head. What was that about? I must be hearing things. What was that scrabbling noise?
Not going to happen.
What was that? Halt!
Try to be more careful.
What was that scrabbling noise? What was that scrabbling noise? Stop!
Are you trying to get caught on purpose?
What was that? Damn blackouts, keeping me off patrol. Cursed rats. 10 hours in this armor, a man's gonna pass out. That's my bloody story. my head.
That should do it. Quickly, over here. This is it.
It's never as easy as it seems, is it?
I swear I didn't know. There must be some sort of switch.
I'm sure Aveline will want to examine this as evidence. Something wrong?
I don't know. Yes.
Don't fret, my dear.
Yes, this qualifies as wrong.
It's not over yet.
But it is over. I knew who you were the moment you arrived. Assassin.
Assassin? I thought we were here to steal a jewel.
Then she didn't tell you. The elf is a Qunari.
You're Qunari?
It's complicated.
I assume Tallis has her reasons.
My, she chose you well, didn't she?
Look, I came to stop the Heart from doing something we will all regret. She didn't. Leave her out of this.
And waste all the effort I spent luring you here before the Heart's arrival? Don't be foolish.
Ase hasatra mas.
Mas havas trasokolon. Take them away.
The elf was Qunari.
And the dwarf has no beard. I know, it made no sense to me either. Maybe they cut her horns off.
The Qunari are not a race. They are a religion. What I don't understand is why a Qunari agent would try to kill one of her own people. And why involve the champion?
Excellent questions.
I expect answers to match.
I live to please.
I have a question. When the Duke told you what I was, you said you didn't care. Was that true?
You could have told me the truth. I might have listened.
And what if you didn't?
I suppose we'll never know.
I am sorry. This didn't work out like I'd planned. Obviously.
What was your plan, exactly?
The one I expected to find is named Salit, a member of the Ben Hasrath, the Heart of the Many. I was told he's here to sell secrets to the Orlesians, and I came to stop him. I suppose I was misinformed.
So everything you told me was a lie?
Not everything.
So I simply missed the part where you're Qunari.
You don't need horns to embrace the Qun. What you need is a purpose, a belief in unity, in improving the lot, not only for your own people, but for everyone.
You sound like you actually believe that.
I do. Nobody is controlling my mind. I'm not insane. Being Qunari doesn't automatically mean you're a zealot. Most Qunari don't even understand humans, why you act like you do. But I grew up among you. I understand perfectly well.
Wait, aren't you here to kill someone for the Qunari?
I never said I was killing him for the Qunari.
So you're improving his lot? Perhaps repeatedly?
I know it's hard to understand. Our way of thinking must seem so alien. But just tell me, can you honestly say there's nothing to improve? Nothing to strive for? We believe in striving together. We may stumble, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try.
I'm not arguing about this.
It's who I am. I joined the Ben Hasrath because I felt it meant something. Means something.
You sound like you're trying to convince yourself.
It's been a long time since I talked to anyone about it. I suppose it's not really prison cell conversation.
So So you came here to stop this elite from betraying your people?
You probably won't believe me, but this isn't a political mission. It's personal.
What do you mean?
Salit was my Besrathari, the one who recruited me into the Ben Hasrith. My tutor. He's the one who saw my potential, convinced me that I could make a difference. It doesn't matter now.
But you said he was selling secrets.
He is. Or at least he intends to. One last act of defiance. I can't let him do that. Not when he'll hurt so many others in the process.
You mean he'll hurt other Kunari?
Not every Kunari is a soldier, you know. There are tens of thousands of farmers, artisans, craftsmen. People who have never hurt anyone. People whose only crime is living. They don't deserve what he's going to do to them. But it's more than my duty to stop Salit. It is my moral obligation.
You mentioned the Heart of the Many before, but you said it was the name of the jewel.
It's also what Ben Hasrith means. Some people say we're enforcers, that keep the Kunari in line, but that's not it. It's hard to explain.
Try.
We're the soul of the Kun. We keep its spirit alive and protect it, from both outside and from within. Not every Kunari agrees, nor do they always do what is best for all. The Ben Hasrith remind us of our common goal.
A common goal being subjugation.
It's not always meant to end in violence. There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. I probably don't sound very convincing.
The way you're talking, it sounds like you're one of these Ben Hasrath.
I am. Or, I was. Whether I ever am again, I guess that remains to be seen.
Is that why you're here? To redeem yourself?
Not to them. Doubt is the path one walks to reach faith. To leave the path is to embrace blindness and abandon hope.
Another Kunari proverb?
She who swallows wisdom in tiny chunks avoids choking.
So did you really involve me just because I had an invitation?
You were the only one on the invitation list who wasn't a personal friend of the Montfort family. And you're also Ferelden, with no reason to love Orlais, and incredibly competent, so I hear.
And what was going to happen when all this was over?
I thank you, we go our separate ways.
Really? I wouldn't notice a thing?
Truth? You're not exactly what I was expecting. Perhaps if I'd done my homework, I would have known more about you, given you the respect you deserve. Nothing I could do about it now.
I suppose the good news is, with all this extra time, I can learn to knit.
Could you make me a sweater?
No.
The first order of business is getting out of here before His Grace decides we would taste good in the soup. Or whatever he has planned. Any ideas?
We didn't come here alone, remember?
This can't be right. We could sneak back to the kitchens and ask the servants where they are. If we knew how to get there.
I'm not getting turned around again. Straight ahead.
Right, because that's been working so well thus far.
That's it. I'm officially tired of waiting to be rescued.
Why didn't you just do that before?
You said your friends were coming.
There you are. What happened?
Let's get out of here.
So, back through the castle, then?
There's a better way than fighting through the Duke's entire army. I'll show you.
We found your equipment, at least.
Then we should head for the caves. That's the way I intended to take us through originally.
Make us save me.
Way out through the Duke's army.
Place.
We'll see.
Just watch yourself, Talus.
It's up to you to way you want to Hawk. I'll help you either way.
Please help me, my lady.
All set. That should do it. Now we fight!
I think that constitutes an alarm. Expect a swarm.
Let's hope this escape route works.
Is it usual for statues to smell as much like bilge water?
Must finish this!
Caves, just like I said.
How did you know about this?
I stole old plans from the Fourth Blight. This was a retreat, they called it. At any rate, there's an exit that leads out onto the mountainside. That's your way out.
I think that's enough. You know, when we get home, we should get our portraits painted. I bet Mother would love that. Oh, but I didn't see this before. There are directions on the backs of them.
Got everything from the chateau? The way those rocks look, I don't want to test this path more than once.
Done with my hospitality already, are we? Such a shame.
You should have killed me when you had the chance.
I agree. Thankfully, I have an opportunity to rectify that mistake.
Just let her go, Prosper. It's me you want.
What I want is to ensure you cannot further hinder my plans. Do your job and kill them, Chasin. That...
On your guard! Now we know where the gas came from.
We'll have to fight them. At least they'll slow down the Duke's men.
On your guard!
Directions will... leading us.
Follow my lead!
Stand back! Take
That's odd. I could swear there was... Trust me.
Talus!
The Circle are not the only ones who know how to break a mage. The Duke is a fool. His enemies a posturing, guileless lot. But you are worth testing. Prosper can fight his own battles, and I shall choose mine.
Looks like... Fight! Be ready! Now you fall!
Missed! That would have been a nice shot, too. You didn't think I was leaving, did you?
I thought you'd left.
I found a way around. I said I'd get you out of here, and I meant it. Let's keep going. The exit can't be much further.
That should do it.
Spy?
Not by profession, but yes.
What do you mean? What's your role under the Qun?
The Ben Hasrith are enforcers. We protect the faith and the innocent.
Enforcer makes you more Templar than Guard.
Sure. Let's go with that.
I wonder if I can have this bound when we return to Kirkwall. Strange. Is that a map on the last page?
Let's make this quick!
And there's the way out. See? I told you I had a plan. It was a good plan. The kind that had an escape and everything.
I think you're right, Talus.
So you could go. There are, however, other options.
Coming on a bit strong there, Tallis. We've only just met.
But we've been through so much together. Wyvern hunts, betrayals, daring escapes from prison.
You're right. I'm feeling so close to you right now.
So, it's true what they say about you. You've been so reasonable since we were captured. I'm hoping that hasn't changed. What Salit is going to do will harm so many innocents. My people, as well as yours. It's my duty to stop him. Even so, I can't do it alone. Not anymore.
After everything you've already done, why would I help you again?
Because I've got your nose.
The Qun taught you that?
If I were following the Qun, I would actually have your nose. I suppose that doesn't help. If I had my way, you would never have been this involved in the first place.
Explain what's so terrible about Salit's plan.
I can't. Not completely. And yes, I know. That's a hard sell. The information Salit plans to turn over to Orlais won't just hurt Qunari, however. It will harm anyone living in Qunari lands. Even those who fled the Qunari of any race will be condemned to persecution forever.
It couldn't just be a way to convince me to help you again, I suppose.
If only it was. I'm not here on some directive from the Qun. I came... Salit was declared Tal Vishoth, but they didn't deem intervention worthwhile. I couldn't agree. I had to try.
Doesn't that make you Tal Vishoth as well?
No. The Ben Hasrath didn't order me not to do this, but here I am anyway. I was trying to earn my way back into their good graces. This probably won't help.
Why? What did you do?
It's not easy being an elf in the Qun. You're not born to it like they are. I've struggled to find that peace, that certainty. I know it's there, I just keep falling short. What about you? Have you ever been a part of something bigger than just yourself?
I have friends and family. I'm responsible for all of them.
It's not the same thing. The Qunari have a vision of what life should be like. Free from pain and fear and doubt. You see tyranny, and I see caring and interest in the welfare of all. Yes, it could be better. But so could human indifference and cruelty. Or do you disagree?
Saying the Qunari could be better is an understatement.
Maybe. What Salit does won't help. It'll only make things worse.
What did you have in mind, exactly?
Well, we could go back, maybe have some tea with the Duke, get to know one another. Then, just as he starts to trust us, you slip a bag over his head and we drag him to Antiva.
I hope you're not serious.
Or, we could find out when Salit is arriving and stop him before it's too late.
You don't actually think you can finish your mission?
Alone? Probably not. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't try. Some things are worth dying for.
You've made your argument. What am I supposed to do with it?
Whatever you decide. I'd be a fool to have a reluctant partner at my back. I get the feeling you're an exceptional person, Hawk. Here's your chance to prove it. Thank you, Hawk. Thank you.
I knew you were a worthless traitor the moment I laid eyes on you.
Baron Arlange, you really want to do this again?
You filthy turnip! You humiliated me!
Follow my lead!
Persistent. I'll give him that much.
This is it. The location on the map.
Get ready!
Well, next.
I deny you!
On your guard!
Like Salit, but for sale. He must be close.
To arms!
One less to worry about.
But don't get full of me.
There! That was almost fun. Where was this lot during the hunt? I just hope, for your sake, this isn't another trick.
Is there something else I could trick you with?
Day's still young. Now we fight! On your guard! You know what I mean.
Atas Shokra, Ben Hasrath.
Ebala Maras. Bendar Salit Asit.
Satarith Barak, Alat Kufir Abbas.
Atas Raval. Pana Hedan. Salit is already here. He's meeting with the Duke at the base of the mountain.
Then we're going the wrong way.
We need to get down there before it's too late.
Let's get this over with, Canary. Before your assassins find us. Already I regret agreeing to spare them.
I have chosen my path. That choice should not...
Bashera! I'm here to facilitate your deal with the Empress. Nothing more. Well, names, Your Grace. It's a list of names. What is the meaning of this?
You asked for a weapon. I am providing it.
We expected the formula for black powder, dreadnought plans, a map of Cunandar, anything. This is useless. Your Grace. Ah, the Ferelden. You just keep turning up.
I have an excellent sense of dramatic timing. And good hair.
Joke while you can. You will not find it funny for long.
Tell us.
I said I would stop you, Salit.
And I said I would slay you if you tried.
If anyone is to do any slaying, it will be me.
Kill them all!
To arms!
You should never have come here!
Watch yourself if that beast turns on you. Everyone, take down the Duke as fast as you can.
I warned you about the venom, did I not? My bet has such more manners!
I'll deal with this.
On your knees, dog! Guards, to me!
Leopold? Leopold! He's looking particularly...
Pet? Don't stand around if that wyvern is after you. Get back!
Make her take you.
Show them your trick, Leopold! No more games! It's time! I hope you enjoy my trap, Ferelden! Chop!
That's enough!
How careless of you!
How about you?
Are you even trying to run?
There! Me before anyone else. Donald down.
Let me give you... Dear friends, on my command!
Go down! Face me. I stand for all of us. Now you fall.
Keep away from me! The Empress will hear of this! Orlais will burn Kirkwall to the ground! All of you will die screaming! I swear it!
It's up to you how this ends. I can help you up, or you can fall.
Well, I don't think you'll survive that.
Atash Varin Kata. If the Duke only knew what he nearly had in his grasp. Thank you. There's no way I could have done this without your help.
What is the scroll?
This is a list of agents throughout Thedas. Qunari, like myself. Many of them have children, family, friends. They're people you wouldn't suspect. Some have even left a Qun behind. But if this list fell into human hands, they and everyone they know
would be killed.
The Arcune believes they knew the risks. But what about the innocents? I couldn't let this happen.
That's what you do for a friend?
A friend? Is that what I am?
That's up to you.
I like the sound of that. Yes, I see.
Thanks for that, sis.
Oh, before I forget. That was going to be the heart of the many. You'd find a jewel, while I'd go off and find Salit, and be back before anyone was the wiser. I suppose nothing ever goes like we plan, does it? Take care of yourself, Hawk. Maybe we'll meet again, sometime.
Let me guess. You haven't seen Tallis since that day.
A safe assumption, given her nature.
And who is left to appease Olay after a duke's murder at the hands of the champion of Kirkwall?
Prosper invited it by dealing with Talvashoth, possibly under orders from Empress Celine. Imagine the scandal if that was known.
If you believe a Kunari agent.
Well, that's the difficult part, isn't it? I don't know why Hawk helped Tallis. I suppose the elf did have her nose. Whatever the reason, I doubt it's the last we've seen of her. But what do I know? I just tell stories.
Maker's breath, you get more letters than I do. There's another one on the desk.